Hi everyone, it's me Louie and welcome to a new video. In this video, I'm going to share with you what the key features of Stamp.io are and how you can install and set up this app for your store. If you've been thinking of doing just that, then stay tuned for this video because I'm going to show exactly how to do it. First of all, let's take a look at Stamp.io's key features and how these features can help you boost sales to your online store. So the first and probably the most important feature inside Stamp.io is the review generation feature. So this includes collecting the reviews as well as displaying the reviews on the specific product pages. Stamp.io actually offers you a lot of ways to collect the reviews from your customers. So the reason why they do this is to help you increase the chances of a customer leaving a review by contacting them through the channel that they might prefer. As you can see here, there are actually 3 different ways for you to collect reviews or nudge your customer to leave a review for a purchase that they've made. The first way is by email, and the second way is Facebook Messenger, and the third, SMS. So you're not limited to just one way and you're free to experiment with all 3 or just use one that you're most comfortable with or that speaks to your audience the best. On top of giving you a few different options to nudge your customers to leave a review for a product that they've purchased, Stamp.io also offers additional features to further improve the effectiveness of the review collection process as well as the quality of the reviews collected. These features include letting you design custom forms. So this way you'll be able to collect relevant information for the specific products. For example, if you're selling a shirt, it makes sense to ask them, how was the fit? Was it too loose, tight, just right? And then the other really interesting feature that they have is the Smart Assist. So this feature will suggest to the reviewer, people usually talk about these things, maybe you can add them in too. The benefits are twofold. The first benefit is that it gives the buyer some ideas of what to write, and then the benefit for you is that they're writing about relevant enough things that the person who might be interested in buying the product will want to know about. The next feature is the layout feature. So you'll be able to design your emails in such a way that might be interesting for your specific audience or buyers, so they will be more eager to leave reviews on your store. And finally, localization. Okay, so if you're not selling in English, you can sell in other languages such as Japanese. Okay, so all really great features if you're trying to improve the number of reviews that you get as well as the quality of reviews that are being submitted. So the next feature under review generation is displaying the reviews. So in Stamp.io, you can have a lot of different ways to display the reviews, and as you can see here, you could even select the specific reviews that you want to display. Maybe you want to display really good reviews about your product, or maybe really honest reviews about your product. That's your choice. Okay, so let's take a look at what this means. Okay, so here are the main review widgets. Okay, as you can see here, there's search. Okay, so you can, if the customer wants to search for a review, they can do that. Topic filter. So lots of things here that makes it easy for your customers to find a review. And if you actually take a look at the format, it's really attractive, and you have a summary at the top, okay, the star summary, and then like the distribution of the stars and some media, followed by the detailed reviews, individual reviews right after. Okay, so now let's dive deeper into the display widgets. Okay, so there are different display widgets that you can add to your store. Okay, so these widgets can be added to either your home pages or the product pages themselves. Okay, so you have the carousel widget, star ratings. Okay, so you can have the stars display right below the products inside the category page. So if your customer happens to be browsing the categories page, they'll be able to see these reviews there as well. Okay, here's another one, side drawer widget, and then dedicated review page. So all of these just make it easier for you to have different ways of displaying reviews. So the next feature is review moderation. So review moderation basically gives you some control over the reviews that get displayed on your product pages. Maybe there are spam, or sometimes there are competitor reviews that stand out, might be inaccurate or false altogether, that you don't want to display on your product pages or want to appear on your website at all. So you can keep these in check by making sure that you moderate all your reviews before they get published. Okay, so as you can see here, there are a few ways that you can moderate these reviews. So you can make the submissions non-moderated, but then if let's say you come across a fishy review, just unpublish that. Okay, and then you can also make use of AI here. Okay, they can check the reviews that come in for specific things before they get published. And then these profanity filter. So if someone curses in their review, maybe you don't want those to show. So immediately you can blacklist several profanity words. So if anyone has written a review that includes those words, they get filtered out totally. Finally, a sentiment analysis. Okay, so this is also another AI tool. So what it does is that it will try to figure out what the intent of this reviewer really is, and maybe if it's if they're just trying to do harm to your business, then maybe they just filter those out instead of automatically publishing them. Finally, you have the analytics feature in Stamp.io. So what this does is create reports about all the reviews that have been left on your site. And from here, you can gain some insight into, for example, what are the top products that people are reviewing, what products are getting high ratings, what products are getting low ratings, etc. Okay, so this is a pretty nice feature if you're into analytics. I think if you have enough reviewers, then this kind of report will be quite interesting, and you can actually use it to improve your business processes, or maybe look at the worst product and discover what's making it so bad. Why are people hating that product so much? Or look at a really good product and say, what are people loving about this product? So that's it. Those are the key features that Stamp.io has to offer Shopify store owners like yourself. If you're convinced to give Stamp.io a try, then let's now take a look at how you can install and set up Stamp.io for your store. Alright, so now let's install Stamp.io in your store. So inside your store, you want to go here to apps and then click on customize your store to go to the App Store. Okay, here you want to look for Stamp.io. Okay, click this and then add app. Okay, so do note that this isn't a free app like the Shopify product review app in my earlier video. So this is a paid app, so just take note, you're gonna have to pay to get access to all of these features that I've just talked about. Okay. Okay, so once you've installed the Stamp.io app, then you'll have this kind of just Stamp.io wanting to get to know you a little bit. just select the ones that make sense to you. So maybe you've heard of it from somewhere. Okay, maybe you don't sell on these, and okay, yeah, just fill in the necessary information. Okay, so here you also get to set up your email. Okay, so they'll take your brand name. If you have a logo, add one here, and so on. Okay, so you can customize it at this stage. Of course, if you don't customize it now, that's fine too. You can customize it later, but the more that you optimize this email, the higher the chances of your customers leaving a review for a product. Okay, so as I mentioned, isn't a free plan. I mean, not a free app. Okay, it starts at $23 a month. Okay, you have the free plan here, but it's pretty limited, I would say. So if you're planning to use Stamp.io, you're probably looking to pay for it. Okay, so just select the one that you want to try out. So here I'm gonna just go for this. So once you've installed the Stamp.io app in your store, you'll come to this dashboard. Okay, so let's take a look at each of these sections to show you what they are for. Okay, so as you can see here, there's queue, customers, products, analytics, marketing. Okay, and here you have the moderation section, and then finally the settings section. Okay, so I would say these will only come in handy once you start receiving reviews. For now, if we click into them, they're blank because I don't have any products being bought from this store yet. Okay, so if you do, then you'll already start seeing, these emails being sent and what happens to each one. Okay, and then customers. Okay, so maybe once these customers start to leave reviews, they'll populate in this section, as well as the products and so on. Okay, so these are things that we'll probably come to at a later stage once you start getting reviews. Okay, so at the setup stage, you want to come to the settings section actually. So here you can just make sure that everything is set properly. So once the orders start coming in, you want to make sure that the whole process works. Okay, so the whole process of review collection, review displays work as intended. Okay, so let's take a look at these settings one by one. Okay, so here are the if you click into settings, these are general settings. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, you can edit them here. Okay, so you would want to edit these to make sure that they are displaying the correct names. Okay, so let's say my store is selling sneakers, like a make-believe Forever 21, something like that. Okay, so from name would be if you have a specific person, or if it's just you, you can put your name there. Or you can put like marketing, like to reduce the spamminess of your emails. Maybe you want to put your name there. Maybe like I'm gonna say Louis at Sneakers Forever 21. Or if you want to just put your name there, that's fine as well. Okay, so here you want to say maybe feedback at whatever your store domain is. Okay, and then if you have the same email, then leave it blank. Okay, so in case most people do have the same email, just make sure that the email that is sending the emails out can be replied to. Okay, then here you can also add a logo as well as your social links. Okay, all right, so next, the social. Okay, so you can connect your social accounts. This is for if you want to share reviews from Stamp.io to your social accounts. Okay, if you don't want to do that, then you don't have to connect it. Okay, so all of these are related to if you want to share reviews to your social accounts. Okay, exclusions. So this is something you want to make sure that you only send to specific customers, or you're okay to send all the emails to every single customer who buys from you. Okay, so that's up to you. Okay, maybe there are some people you don't want reviews from. Yeah, so just place their emails, go for opt-in, and then place their emails here. Okay, and then groups. Okay, so this feature is only available from basic plan, so I've got the lower plan. Okay, so maybe I don't need that. Okay, so next we look at the layouts. So unfortunately, the layouts are only customizable if you have business plan and above. So if you have the plan that I'm on, the $23 a month one, then you have to use the default ones. Okay, so but you can just check them out by clicking around. Okay, have a look. Okay, but nothing you can change here. But if you are keen to just add your own touch to these templates, then feel free to go for the business plan. Okay, but if you're on a budget, you think it's really not worth editing the templates at this stage, yeah, just stick to the default. Okay, so let's move on to the last part here, deliverability. So this is mainly to help you to improve your email deliverability. Okay, so if you have these SPF and DKIM records, you can always add and validate them here. Okay, if not, it's fine, it will still work. It's just that your deliverability might be a bit lower than if you had validated these. Okay, so the next part is customize. Okay, so there are a lot of sections here as well, so let's take a look at them one by one. Okay, so review sequence. Okay, so what happens when someone buys a review? How soon should they get the first email to request for a review? And what happens if they leave a review or not? Okay, I think yeah. Okay, so let's take a look here. Just accidentally added that. Okay, so this is what you start off with. So here is you have the default says 14 days after fulfillment. Okay, so you can change it to anything you want. Okay, after fulfillment or after the order is placed, but I think after fulfillment is is good in case after someone places the order, it takes a lot longer for them to receive it. Then if you send out the request for review, it would make sense. They might even miss it, or they might find it irrelevant, or it might even make them angry. Okay, so you can wait 14 days, or you want to wait 3 days, 1 day, that's really up to you. Okay, you can just change that, and then from here you can change it, just choose the layout for the email that you send. So we've seen this layout earlier, but unfortunately we can't edit them because we're not on the business plan. Again, if you want to edit them, make sure you're on the business plan. Okay, so just choose the layout that makes most sense to you. Okay, alright, so you can edit the text here. Okay, so let's see what happens if you add another sequence to this. Okay, okay, seems like days after sequence 1. Okay, so I think this might be a little bit tough to use actually, because it doesn't really give you much options in terms of the action taken. So I don't know here if this email will be sent regardless of if the person has already reviewed. I'm unsure, so I probably don't want to do that. Okay, don't want to have that here until I test it out. Okay, but at the very least, you have this ready. Okay, you have the first email out. Okay, you can also disable it if you don't want to request for reviews. Okay, all right, so let's come back here, email frequency, recommendations, and so on. So okay, so how often should these review requests go to your customers. Okay, should it be for every single new order, just the first order, and so on? So there's a few options here that you can, just think and decide. Okay, does it make sense for your business? Does it make sense for your customers, and so on? Okay, and then you can also have these. Okay, if you add that, then it just adds more fields, okay, into your email and so on. Okay, just just have a look at and see if it makes sense to enable those in your store. Okay, here photos and video reviews. Okay, so the reviews type that I have is only for written reviews. So if you want only for photo reviews. So if you want video reviews as well, you need to upgrade the plan. Okay, so at least you'll have photo reviews. Okay, so they'll be able to upload photos of the product that they receive. Maybe they're really happy with the product that they've gotten, and they placed it somewhere in their house, and they take a nice photo and then upload it as a review. Okay, localization. Okay, so this would be where you can just adjust whatever you want to change the text. Okay, maybe 4-star ratings, 5-star ratings, what is it? Maybe it's not excellent, make it more fun, exciting. You can do that here. Localization, and then custom forms. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, you can add a custom form here. Okay, so just adjust this accordingly. Okay, so this is gonna take a bit of time to do. Let's come back here and then auto publish. Okay, so enable auto publish, so verified reviews with how many stars and above are automatically published. So only enable this if you're confident that you're okay with reviews coming in and then getting published on your page immediately. Okay, if not, then just disable that. So all the reviews that come into your site first gets held up in the moderation queue before it gets published, and then you can decide which to publish, which not to publish. Okay, redirection. Okay, so this simply means is after they have submitted the review, what happens? Okay, do you want to redirect them to a new link? If you have like a promotional offer every time somebody submits a review, or you just want to like place something fun there, yeah, it makes sense to redirect them to a new URL, for example. But if not, just leave it as it is. Okay, which is disabled. Notifications, send email notification when review is received. Okay, so if you want an email notification every time you get a review, then just enable this. Otherwise, if you think there are way too many emails in your inbox and you don't want any more, then just disable that. Okay, so that's this section, and then let's move on. Checkout reviews. I'm not gonna cover that here because I don't think this is the key features of the product. Okay, as well as these are not also included in the plan, so we won't be looking at that. Okay, so next one would be thank you page. Okay, so what happens if once they have finished reviewing? Okay, share your review. You can customize the text here, okay. Then answers. It's not relevant here because we can't we don't have that in the plan. Okay, so the next section, coupons. Okay, so this is an incentive for reviewers. So let's say they have left a review, then they'll be eligible to use this coupon to get some discounts, get some offers, and so on. Okay, so you can set the URL. So this start shopping URL, you can set, okay, like go to this section of the store and then start shopping. Okay, and then you can use the coupon there. And if you want to limit the coupons, you can do that as well here. Okay, how many people can redeem it for how many days and so on. Okay, if you don't want to limit it, just leave it empty. Okay, so you also have the dynamic coupons. You need to place them in there yourself. So this is if you want to give every customer a unique coupon code, you can do that as well. Okay, so you need to have the coupon codes ready and then upload them into the system. Okay, so that's it about the coupons. And the next one, so these are not available in the plan. Okay, so next one, the SEO. So how this is where you can adjust the SEO. Oh, okay, another feature that's not available in this plan, so it's fine. Let's move on. Importer. Okay, so this is only relevant if you have if you were using another review app previously, and then you can import the reviews into stamp.io here. Okay, if not, then let's move on. Okay, stamp.iq. Okay, so this is also only available in the business plan. Okay, so move on. Branding. Okay, so this is something that you want to adjust to make sure that it has the look and feel of your brand. Okay, tags, like this is your email. Okay, so how would that look? So you can do anything here. Okay, just adjust it based on your brand. Okay, let's say you have fonts, you have specific fonts that you're using, you can add them here. I don't see the option to add a custom font. Maybe that isn't an option, but you can add a Google font. Okay, next section are the widgets. Okay, it's not displaying for some reason. Oh, okay. Yeah, so same thing here. You can just adjust the colors and so on. Okay, so yeah, so you can see what happens. You can adjust it based on your theme color or something like that. Okay, so these are just some display adjustments. Okay, widgets. Okay, customer. Okay, so what happens when you these reviews get displayed on the page? Okay, so just choose the layout that you like. Okay, so does it just standard would display in a cascading manner, and then if you have the minimalist, okay, really bare bones, 2 columns. Okay, doesn't seem to change actually. Yeah, but you can test it out for yourself to see what you like. Oh, okay, so it is changing. Okay, so yeah, so just choose the one that you like. It's just a matter of taste, what you prefer. Okay, these are for the main widgets. Then you have the display widgets. So as I mentioned before, carousel and so on. So all of these you can just go in and then have a look one by one to see what kind of adjustments you want to make to them. Okay, so these are just in terms of the display. Okay, oh sorry, there's one more thing that I missed, which is install. Okay, so if the main widget isn't installed, make sure to install it. Okay, so this will make sure that this gets installed into your theme. Let's say it doesn't get installed. Here you can see that they are offering you some guidance. You can take a look at their guide as well to see how it works. Okay, pretty simple process, I would say. Only check this out if it does not work. All right, so make sure that you install it before you start using it. Okay, so integrations, we won't be touching on that. Most people will not be using it, I don't think, but this will be for more advanced users. Maybe I can cover that in my next a future video, but for this basic tutorial, I think we'll not look into these. Okay, so yeah. Alright, so that's it for the key features of the Stamp.io app, how to install it and then set it up for your store. This has only been a very basic tutorial, so if you're looking for a more advanced tutorial, maybe covering some of the app integrations or setup, I can do that in a future video. Okay, so but this was meant to be a guide for beginners. Okay, so I hope that you've learned something from this video and that has helped you to install or maybe even make a decision on whether to use Stamp.io for your store. Nonetheless, thanks so much for your time on this video, and if you've enjoyed it at all, feel free to leave a thumbs up, and if you want more content like this, then please subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much again, and I'll see you in my next video.